Hey, Nikki.
Hey, man.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going pretty good here today.
Always great to hear from you, man. We've talked a lot over the years, and you're always so good to us at the radio station. You're always such a stand-up dude at the meet and greets and stuff. I just wanted to tell you thank you for that.
Oh, thank you, man. We should all be grateful and really appreciate what we get to do. You know, I think we all grew up listening to music and looking up to musicians and different artists, and then, you know, when you get a chance to be in that position, to be in radio or be in a band, you know, you got to really go out of your way to make the fans feel good. I think it's important.
Well, I do too, but it's not always the case, as you probably know.
Well, I do know. I've been out there many times and seen bands, and I just like shake my head and I go, "Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoy your 15 minutes."
Right.
And the next thing you know, the band's dropped and they're like, you know, playing a 100-seat bar.
Right.
Like, was it really worth being a jackass?
Not going to get you far. How was Japan?
Japan was phenomenal. It was fast, unfortunately, and fortunately, because we didn't get such bad jet lag. We played 2 military bases, which was fantastic for us to do. And we got to meet a lot of great soldiers and understand a little bit of how it works over there with the Japanese and the Americans and how we work together, and met a lot of Japanese soldiers, and that was just unbelievable. That was fantastic. So we got to do that twice and play for their families and them, and it was intimate and it was cool. And then we got to play in Tokyo, place there's a huge arena there. It's called the Superdome. It's massive. And that was sold out, and we played with Shinedown and Whitesnake and a couple other bands, and that was fantastic. And now we're back here, and we're gearing up to head out on the road. Monday we leave.
Oh, Monday it starts, huh?
Yeah, it starts Monday, and then we'll be heading your way.
Yeah, November 9th is our date at Metro Park, of course, with Shinedown and As Lions and Death Punch. I actually just got off the phone with DJ a few minutes ago and was talking to him about. We're really excited. I got to see a lot of the Final Crüe shows. I didn't get to see the final Crüe show, but I got my taste. But I'm actually really excited to see Sixx A.M. back, because it's a totally different animal, you know.
Of course, and I think it would be disrespectful to create another version of the same band, because that band was magic. You know, we loved that band, but again, you know, when you put 4 musicians together, whatever their personalities, whatever their playing style, you're going to get that. That's that band, right?
Right.
And you can replace members and do all that, but it's never going to be the same. And, you know, by me, you know, being with James and DJ, it's a whole different band. Now, what I understand is that Mötley Crüe fans really do like Sixx A.M. because we're also a rock band, but we never intended to be a Mötley Crüe band. You know, I'm proud of, and they're huge fans of Mötley Crüe. We're really proud Sixx A.M. is its own, you know, it's its own style of music. Absolutely.
Now that the cruise is all packed up and put away, are you relieved, or are you already missing it?
No, you know, it's neither. It's a feeling of we did what we said we would do from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
From the beginning, from day one to the last day, we did it our way, and very, very few bands get to say that.
No, Kiss is on their 10th reunion tour, right?
No, it's not really anything that it's nothing. I mean, we would laugh, you know, at the concept, because we did what we said we would do. We ended on a high note. I mean, 3 nights sold out in Los Angeles. We've been around for 35 years, filmed the last show, said our goodbyes, you know, went home to our houses and laid in bed and looked up and was like, man, I can say that Tommy Lee, Nikki Sixx, Mick Mars, Vince Neil, we did everything we said we would do, the good, the bad, and the evil. And I woke up the next day, and I went on vacation with my wife to Mexico, and I was listening down to the mixes of the double record, and I was like, this is going to be an exciting new journey. Doesn't take anything away from Mötley Crüe. It's just, you know, that's life. You know, that's life. Life moves on, and then we released Prayers to the Damned.
Right.
And Rise ended up being quite a big hit for us, and Prayers to the Damned. And starting tomorrow, you can do the pre-orders for our next record, which is Prayers to the Blessed, and our first single, We Will Not Go Quietly, and the video all come out. So I'm just enjoying the moment. It's so beautiful. You know what? I look back. You know, I see a photo sometimes. You know, there's a photo of me and Tommy I saw the other day from we were doing something crazy, and I just smiled. You know, I smiled because it feels good to know that we did that.
Right. How's Mick doing, by the way, real fast?
Mick's doing great. He said he's working on a solo record, and I'm sure it's going to be phenomenal. He's a great guitar player.
Awesome. With this double album, do they kind of go together like a concept, or was it just that you guys wrote that many damn good songs?
Well, we did write the album at the same time, but they started to get like kind of segregated and put onto their own list. So we eventually came up with Prayers to the Damned, Volume 1, Prayers to the Blessed, Volume 2. We actually could look at them and go, this song Rise is right for Damned. This song We Will Not Go Quietly, that fits on Blessed. And we started and then, you know, moving them around, and eventually we were able to kind of interchange, like go, we need one more rocker on Blessed. So then we wrote one more song. And the accidental song that happened, which is really phenomenal, is a cover of the Badfinger song, which was made a #1 song by Harry Nilsson, Without You.
Without You, yeah.
Yeah, the album was done. The album that's available for pre-order tomorrow, Blessed, it was done. And we were in Europe, and we heard the song, and we started talking about it, and James was like, God, this kind of sounds like my vocal range, and DJ's like in the guitar instrumentation and the lyrics. So we came back to Los Angeles, and we cut the track, and we didn't know what for. We didn't know, maybe it'd be in a movie, maybe it'd be a bonus track, maybe it'd never be released. And once it was done, we were all like, whoa, there's something magic happening. And we played it for a record company, and they were like, this has to go on the record.
Nice.
So we stuck it on the record, and I'm excited about that track as well as all the other ones. You know, it's fun to do a cover track every now and then, and I think this is a special song.
And 10 years later from the Heroin Diaries soundtrack, did you expect to still be with Sixx A.M. and to still be with this project?
I mean, I thought we'd be like best buddies that would be doing music based on art or storytelling, or we were always looking for things to plug into. Once we got the touring bug, it's we've turned into an actual touring band now, which has changed how we write some of our music, not all of it.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you too, is if the songwriting was still similar, because I know, especially with the Heroin Diaries soundtrack, it was just kind of you and James and DJ hanging out, making some music, and then all of a sudden you got almost forced into becoming a touring band.
When we went out and toured on the Heroin Diaries, and the one thing we said to each other was, it's so diverse, but we just wish we had a few more of the heavier songs. So that's what the answer to that was. This Is Gonna Hurt. Yeah. And Lives of Beautiful People was a #1 hit, and This Is Gonna Hurt was I think a #2 hit. So we were like, man, it's like that feels really good to do that. As well as we had stuff like Smile and Skin and all kinds of other beautiful songs, Deadly Hood. So then going into modern, but we didn't tour. Then going into Modern Vintage, we kind of reverted, and we made this very studio Queen-oriented record. And then we went out and toured, did 19 shows, because DJ was still in Guns N' Roses, I was still in Mötley Crüe. And we were like, we need to write some more heavy songs to play live. And then knowing that Mötley was coming to an end, DJ knew he was going to be leaving Guns N' Roses way before the reunion happened. That's kind of the answer, was Prayers to the Damned, Prayers to the Blessed. It's got all the things that if you're a Sixx A.M. fan, you like about Sixx A.M., all the diversity, but it's also, we've turned up the heat on the rockers, too.
Nice. And so we can get pre-sale for Prayers for the Blessed tomorrow? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, we can get it tomorrow.
Okay. We'll definitely get that link up on our website.
The first song that's going to be available on the pre-order is "We Will Not Go Quietly," which is the theme song to a show called Gangland Undercover.
Oh, okay.
And also the "We Will Not Go Quietly" video tomorrow is available as well. What's cool about that video is we tap back into Wayne Isham, who did all those great live, big, over-the-top Mötley Crüe videos and a lot of other bands as well. And to work with Wayne again was really exciting, and he really got it. And James and DJ are big fans of his, so we just said, Wayne, come see a show. This is what we do. Capture it. And then he came up to Edmonton. He shot the show, sent us the first edit, and we went, okay, done.
Nice.
So that's what you're going to see. It's just us being us live.
I can't wait to see it. And we can't wait for the show, too. As Lions, Shinedown, Sixx A.M., and Death Punch, November 9th at Metra. And, of course, don't miss Sixx Sense coming up at 7 tonight.
Yes, we will see you there, and we'll see you on the show.
All right, Nikki. Always a pleasure, man. Thank you for calling. Great to hear from you.
Thanks, man.